Hey, welcome back to the podcast. Today on 5 Minutes of Momentum, I want to talk to you about one sales mistake that you could be making that's costing you money and something that is super easy to fix, like super easy to fix. And it's one of the things that kind of gets forgotten and we don't really think about it because we're so busy in our business that we're doing all the things, right? So the one thing is making it easy for people to spend money with you. And I know that seems so simple, but honestly, it's one of the things that I see so often that people haven't considered the customer experience and they haven't considered the hesitation or resistance that happens in the process of signing up for something or spending money with someone, and they get frustrated because it's tech or it's things that they're going to have to do in order for them to improve it. And I am saying it is so freaking worth you improving it because otherwise you're going to leave so much money on the table. So, how do we go about doing this? First things first is putting yourself in the shoes of your ideal customer. So, when you think about being the ideal customer, you want to look at your website, your social media, your link in bio, like all the places where people find opportunities to work with you, right? You want to act as if you are your ideal client. And I want you to put yourself in the headspace and be like, okay, I'm in the process of getting ready to buy from this person. And they're going to go look at everything and you're going to go click on all your links and just check them. Like, check them. And yes, you can get a team member to do this. But one of the things that I see is like I had a client recently that didn't even have a specific service that she wanted to offer that she knew was the entry level for working with her. And we've spoken about it. She offers it already, but usually she has people call her first and send an inquiry form through a website. And then she suggests this service. And I'm like, you are putting too many steps in between someone saying, I want to work with you to here's my money. So I want you to think about how you're making it easier for people to say yes. Now, with low ticket offers, this is something that you really need to consider because if you are making it too hard or there's too many steps, too many clicks, too many hoops they have to jump through in order for them to buy from you, you want to simplify the process. With a high ticket offer, you want to make it obviously a simple process, but you also want to consider the experience of them and what they need from you in order to build trust and before they buy, right? But you definitely want to make it easy. So, for instance, I remember saying to someone recently, I was chatting to them in a DM and she was talking about her service offering. And I said to her, why is it not in your links? And she's like, oh, it's on my website. And I'm like, yeah, but if people are on social media and they click through, where do they go for it first? They don't go searching for your website. They go to your links. And if it's not available for them, they can't find it. And she was like, oh, I didn't think I should put it there. And I'm like, why? You should make it so accessible for everyone to spend money with you. So if you're not, you're making it much harder for them. So you want to think about how many steps, first and foremost, how many steps does it go from I'm interested in buying to here's my money? How many steps is that? You don't want to make it any more than three. If it's more than three, if there's too much back and forth, so for instance, if you're like, here, put in an application, and here's a questionnaire you now have to fill out, and it's 30, 50 million questions. Like, I'll give you an example actually in my real life recently just happened. I was looking to get a spray tan recently for my event, right? I wanted to have a spray tan done professionally because of doing it at home, obviously you miss spots. And I was like, I want to do it professionally. So I found this place that's local to me, which is really cool. You don't actually see anyone. The store is not manned, but they sign in process where you literally go and you get let into the through the door through your sign in process, and you don't actually see anyone. You just go into a booth, you click the button, and then you get sprayed, and then you leave, right? Which is cool. Love that concept. But the process of me actually buying was so convoluted that I didn't end up booking. So they missed out on a potential client that was ready. I was so ready. I was like, here, take my money. But they made it hard. Here's how they made it hard. First step was, please download this app to be able to purchase. So I had to download the app. Then I went into the app. Then you had to set up a bloody profile. And in the profile, you had to upload a photo of your license. Now, who is sitting on the couch or, you know, wherever you buy stuff, like who has their license on them? So the thought of like getting up from the couch and going to get my license at 9 o'clock at night, I was like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. And then I forgot about it. And then I actually went back 2 times and then I was like, oh, I still don't have my license on me. Because who carries around their license anymore? Like no one. And so they missed out on a sale because they made it too hard and they were trying to get people to do the onboarding before they purchased. Now, let me give you an example. If they had allowed me to sign up and pay first, then I would have been willing to go through the process of then putting up my license, right? Now, I understand the concept and why they need it. Like, I get that. But if you are arguing for the limitation of people to spend money with you, then you're missing the point. Make it easy to make the investment, then they're going to give you more information. So if they had been like, and it was enough steps as it was, download the app, like if they had just let me book a time and pay, then everything else they asked me afterwards would have been fine because I was already fully invested. So you want to think about what's the difference between what they need to provide you in order to sign up versus onboarding, right? Separate those two out and make the first part easier. How many clicks does it take for you to let people to sign up? And what is the step in the process, and how easy is it for them to spend money with you? If you're making it too difficult, you're leaving so much money on the table.